Hey guys and girls. So before I go on, I actually want to say right now that I'm pretty sick. So if I look like shit, that is why. I wanted to talk today about something that's really pissing me off. So yesterday, Microsoft announced that their new Rise of the Tomb Raider game is going to have microtransactions. You know, I don't even really know where to start. I just like to point this out. A game, a AAA title that is going to cost you 70 euros to buy, just the standard edition, 70 euros, is going to have microtransactions. Fuck, man. Alright, I actually want to read something to you guys real quick. The video game crash of 1983, known as Atari's shock in Japan, was a massive recession for the game industry that occurred from 1983 to 1985. Revenue had peaked at around 3.2 billion in 1983 and fell around 100 million by 1985, a drop of almost 97%. The crash was a serious event that brought an abrupt end to what was considered the second generation of console video games in North America. The crash almost destroyed the then booming industry and led to the bankruptcy of several companies producing home computers and video game consoles in the region, including the fastest growing US company in history at that point, Atari. It lasted about 2 years and was mainly and bleh, and many business analysts of the time expressed doubts about the long-term viability of video game consoles. The North American video game console industry recovered a few years later, mostly due to the widespread success of the Nintendo Entertainment System, which was soft-launched in New York in late 1985 and had become extremely popular in North America by 1987. There were several reasons for the crash, but the main cause was the saturation of the market. The full effect of the industry's crash would not be felt until 1985. The article goes on for quite a bit longer, but why I wanted to read this to you guys, one moment, was simple. Back in 1983, the video game crash happened because of several reasons. One of the reasons was the poor business decisions of companies at the time. Very aggressive business decisions to make money. Business decisions we're seeing repeated today with pre-orders and microtransactions in our AAA titles. This is not the first AAA title with microtransactions. We've had Assassin's Creed Unity and Dragon Age Inquisition. To my knowledge, there might be more, I don't know. But to my knowledge, those two games had microtransactions. Now, why is this a problem? Well, it's pretty simple. Right now, we're seeing a bit of a repeat of what happened in 1983. People are getting sick and tired of these business practices to make money. And in the end, there are companies. They need to make money. Makes perfect sense, but these are the wrong ways of doing it. If you want to make money, you don't need to squeeze every bit of money out of your customers. If you want to make money, you need to do it in a good way. We are already paying 70 euros on consoles for our AAA titles, 60 on PC. It is incredibly expensive nowadays to be a gamer. And unfortunately enough, if this continues for much longer, we might see a repeat of what happened in the past with another video game crash. Now I hate to see that happen. I'm a massive fan of video games. I've played them for a very large portion of my life, and I love it. I've played since the PlayStation 1. And oh, by the way, I'd like to actually point out that I haven't really played Tomb Raider that much. I played the reboot, the 2013 reboot of Tomb Raider, which this is a sequel to, but um, I haven't played any of the others. So, just to point out, I don't know much about the Tomb Raider franchise, but that should be beside the point, really. Now, they stated that certain things that you can get with these microtransactions are aesthetics and some upgrades. Now, I already hate microtransactions because they break game progression. If you want to advance, level up, all that sort of stuff, you need to work for it. That's how games work. But nowadays, more games are giving you the option to pay real life money for microtransactions, for leveling up and stuff. And I just hate that stupid bullshit. It breaks the game, essentially. We saw that in Assassin's Creed Unity, where you could basically buy all the equipment you wanted, and it's just stupid. I'm actually too sick to go on for much longer, so I just like to say this to all of you who are watching. Do you think that this is a massive problem? And if you don't, why? Because I'd like to actually know why you think that way. I'd like to understand that. Personally, I think this is just basically what's going to happen again is a video game crash. I have a feeling that if this goes on, it won't be much longer. Maybe in 2018, 2019, who knows? It's very possible. We're already seeing people getting sick of these kind of things, and companies actually do listen on occasion, like the augment your pre-order edition from Deus Ex. That shit was pretty much so hated that they completely changed that and just threw it away, which is awesome. But in the end, people are still going to be more and more pissed off each day, and eventually people will just stop caring, like we saw in 1983. So again, if you guys don't see this as being a problem, please let me know why, and I'm going to try and get better real quick. Sorry about this kind of random video and all that sort of stuff. Thanks for watching anyway, and see you next time. Bye.